Hello, Alonzo parents and students. This is Thomas Frisby, one of the criminal justice teachers here at Alonzo. I hope everything's going well, and I'm going to give you a little bit of a preview of what criminal justice operations look like here at Alonzo. First off, who are we? So there are two different criminal justice teachers in our criminal justice department. One is Mr. Joe Circhirillo. He also goes by Mr. C, and then you have myself, Mr. Frisby. Thomas Frisby is my name. And our email addresses and contact number is right there and below. A little bit about Mr. C. He's a retired sheriff's deputy from the Hillsborough Sheriff's Office. Worked multiple different jobs as a plainclothes and also uniform patrol officer. He also has been a teacher for 20 years, 14 of which at Alonzo High School, being the criminal justice teacher, and then 6 years with the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office and Department of Health. Myself, I have a retired Air Force veteran. I was assigned as a federal agent with the Air Force Office of Special Investigations for the last 10 years of my Air Force career, and I have been a teacher for 8 years, 3 of which have been here at Alonzo High School as the criminal justice teacher. The mission here at Alonzo is basically a community where excellence is the goal, diversity is valued, integrity is expected, and school pride is the result. Some of the expectations that we have here at Alonzo and in the criminal justice program is that the students will always do their best and will be respectful of themselves and others. Also, come prepared to learn and provide feedback in class. Just sitting in the class and just being here is not enough. We expect feedback, interactions, and things like that. There's also a variety of challenging projects that and assignments that are typical of the criminal justice field. We're doing all sorts of different hands-on things, especially in the CJ2, 3, and 4, which we'll talk about a little bit more. You'll often work in teams because in the criminal justice field, you have to work as a team. You can't be an individual, but there are some individual tasks that we'll be expected to do as well. Some of the major course goals is basically identify the history, goals, and career opportunities in the criminal justice field, but also we'll be discussing constitutional and criminal laws at the federal, state, and local levels. Also talk about the court system, correctional system, and when doing this, we're going to utilize some of your personal, interpersonal, and communication skills and hopefully actually improve them as well. A little program overview. You can see what it says here. I'm not going to read it verbatim, but what we want to do is not just for criminal justice, but as a whole, our goal is to have you have some employability skills. That's very important when it comes to career technology, which is what our department is to give you employability skills. First course that you would ever take is going to be CJ1, and some of you have already taken it, and we got the new people that are taking it now, and that is where we basically introduce you into the criminal justice system, talk about the history, but we go over overarching the criminal justice system as a whole. If you decide that you like criminal justice, the criminal justice career field, or are more interested in it, then you get more time actually breaking down what each component of the law enforcement background does. So the first one would be Criminal Justice 2, which is focused on policing. And if you decide to go to Criminal Justice 3, that's where you're actually going to be learning how to conduct criminal investigations like a detective, or like myself as a federal agent, we did criminal investigations, and that's for the most part, my expertise. And then Criminal Justice 4, that's going to be an introduction to private security, how it's done, what's all about. This is a very good course. And on top of that, what we're hoping to get out of this is you actually end up taking a certification course, and if you pass, you can apply and get your Class D license, which essentially lets you be a private security officer around the Florida area, or like basically doing security for all sorts of different venues. If you have any questions or concerns, you can either send me a message or Mr. C a message via Canvas, or email either of us. We want to make sure you are all fully informed and excited with your upcoming school year. Thank you very much, and have a great day.